Hi there, David Banyachek here. Hey, I have to tell you, when I heard of the opportunity to work with high school students in the area of leadership, I got really excited. For the past 15 years, following a 20-year industry career, mostly in oil and gas, with a company most of you know called Shell. You probably bought their fuel. I had service sales and marketing roles there. I spent the last 13 to 15 years traveling North America, the Middle East, and various parts of the world, being able to coach, mentor, motivate, and train leaders and teams in organizations. And I can't tell you how many times, and that's why I get excited about this opportunity with kids and high school students. I've had participants walk out of a workshop in various areas and topics in this arena called leadership and say, Dave, I wish my kids were here today to hear your message. They'd love it. And so thank you for that opportunity, first and foremost. I look forward to it. You all have the proposal in front of you, and the approach is basically that each module, the 8 modules, will be divided into 2 sections. The first part of the day is always an activity that is going to become a metaphor for the learning in the afternoon. And so to match the energy that high school kids have and the attention span that high school kids have or do not have, we're creating an environment that will allow them to learn and empower them with a lot of good things. So I invite you to look through the proposal. I'm going to highlight it just by talking about my approach to leadership. I look at these modules as not only being corporate leadership, that has been my focus over the last 13 years, but in many ways it talks to personal leadership. And I think it's such a cool topic to introduce to people in high school. I wish I had someone in my life at that time talking about leadership on a personal level, because I could have applied that much sooner, even in my corporate roles, and would have done me well. I'm an author as well as being a speaker. I've written 2 books, and they'll give you a little bit of an idea on my perspective. The number one book is 5 Choices for Effective Leadership. Here's my scoop on being a leader, and here's my scoop on leading in my own life and having a good life. Leadership is, and managing people and managing ourselves is difficult, it's complex. And that's why there are millions of books out there on self-help and on leadership, and they sell well because people seem to have that need. Here's my take. Managing people and managing ourselves, more appropriately, is complex because of our emotions. And I'm a firm believer that we shouldn't manage our life based on what we think and what we feel, that we should go to the truth, whether it be the truth of my actions, the truth of my past, the truth of my faith, the truth of my... There are so many areas when we stick to the truth and use it to plan, our feelings tend to catch up with us because we like progress, we like success, we like fulfillment of some of the dreams that we have for our life. And so as you look at the modules and the proposal for this particular high school leadership series, a lot of it is practical choices, past all the emotions of what you're feeling as a teenager, which may be I'm scared, I'm confused, I don't see, I'm excited, I'm proud, I can't wait. I mean, there's the whole range of them. Um, what are some practical tools that you can have to take some of those emotions that you're feeling and move past them to see progress in your life and to create a life for yourself, and in the future as you're leading people to create a team that you feel good about? The second book that I wrote is called Authenticity. The title itself is not a word currently in the English dictionary. It is a combination of 2 words. It means taking authority over your authenticity. I have 2 goals for the kids in this program. Number one is to empower them with the knowledge that they have the freedom to choose their future. I want to empower them with the knowledge that they have the freedom to choose their future. And that's exciting. The first workshop that you see is on vision, and we're going to do some cool things at the Calgary Tower. If you want to change what people do, and you want to guide what people do, we need to guide and change what they see. And here's the scoop. I have 2 girls, Mia and Kara. One is 10 and one is 7. And I really see what I want for them in their lives. I see where they're strong. I see where they're weak. But as a parent, if I try to control that, they're just going to run the opposite way. And as much as I am very thankful for my life, there are no complaints. I tell people in my class, I tell my friends, if I get hit by a bus tomorrow, party, I'll be in heaven, and my life has been good, no regrets. I look at my kids, and I want that much more for them. I want better life relationally, better life financially, better life in every single area. I think that's just a natural hope of a parent. But research shows that kids rarely in North America, and no matter of fact, it's a global research, surpass vastly the standard of living of their parents. Why? Because what we've seen in the past becomes what we expect, and what we expect becomes almost a self-fulfilling prophecy in our lives. Um, Authenticity, a pathway for purpose, is going to open up their eyes to what they can see. This empowering that you do have a choice of what you see for your life, and examining some of the barriers, some of the glass ceilings, as Hillary put it in the last US election that recently ended, the glass ceilings in our lives that maybe frustrate us, take away motivation that we have for life, and just bringing back open skies and the ability to have hope. So empower them with the freedom to choose a future for themselves is one goal. But number two is, and I've kind of mentioned it, is practical tools to actually see some progress in that hope, to actually move forward in that hope. Because I've seen it in my life. I'm a prisoner of hope. It's easy for me to hope. I get excited about stuff, but hope without progress, hope without some results, and it's not always exactly what I hope for, but without moving forward is actually toxic. It's deadly. And the last thing I want to do with kids is just to get them pumped up about what's possible and not give them realistic tools to start realizing some of that. So these 8 workshops are a combination of those two things, empowering those kids to realize that they do have the power to choose their future no matter what their past has been. And number 2 is giving them really practical, relevant tools to help them start down that path, to help them start to build a life and live life with a capital L. I invite you to look through the proposal. I'm going to give you 2 pieces of contact information for me. I invite any of you that are watching this video that have any questions to certainly contact me. I'd be glad to discuss those with you. My phone number, first of all, is my cell number, and it is 403-874-1044, 403-874-1044. And my email address is david@authorenticity.com. david@authorenticity.com. AUTHOREN as in Nancy, TICITY.com. So david@authorenticity.com. Please feel free to reach out with me. I am super pumped about what we're going to be able to do with these kids, and I look forward to meeting each and every one of you and getting into and making this program a reality. Have yourself a great day. We'll talk to you soon.